Welcome back to TeshKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.02209 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 1.47%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark. And starting my analysis here on the daily chart, you can see after making our low down here, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, managed to break above key areas of resistances, and also at the key area of resistance at around the $0.03362 mark we got rejected, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. Jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis, here on the 4-hour chart you can see a similar move to what we have on the daily chart. We had been moving to the upside, and in my previous videos I was terming that movement to the upside as an Elliot wave structure, having these as the first wave to the upside, a second wave, a third wave, then I expected a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 3, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, but that movement got invalidated the moment our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave. And having done so, I had to remove the Elliot wave structure from my charts and also view this movement to the upside as something else. And the only way we can view that movement to the upside as is just a massive ABC corrective movement, and we made our high for that wave C at around the $0.03362 mark. And after making the high for that ABC corrective move, whatever I expect on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure to the lower side, and that would mean maybe lower lows could be coming our way, and maybe the low for Vechain is not yet in unless we invalidate these Elliot wave structures that I have here on the charts. And on this other side we have seen the formation of a 5-wave structure to the lower side, having completed the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 5 through the formation of a wave 5 down here. And after seeing the low for that 5th wave and a higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect on this other side is the formation of a wave 2, a higher Elliot wave count 2. So initially here on the charts, this is what I expected, that you have completed a higher Elliot wave count 1 over here, and we might see a bit of a pump over here in the formation of a wave 2. And because a wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, I used the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the high of the wave 1 to the low of the wave 1 down here, and that gave me a minimum target area for that second wave to the upside between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, and then remove the fibs. And that is the minimum that I expected that second wave to the upside to do. And over here I also expected to see a corrective movement, because a wave 2 is a corrective wave. I expected to see an ABC corrective movement over here, having this as the wave A. Then I expected what we had here as the wave B, but you can see we have continued seeing lower prices, and we have even lost the low for that wave A. That means this is not an ABC corrective movement anymore, because we have an overshooting wave B, though it's still possible that it might be a wave B to the lower side, and then we might see a bit of a pump to the upside to get us back into this yellow target area. But using this low that we have over here, I expected that we might see a bit of a pump to get us back into this yellow target area in the formation of a wave 2, then continue seeing lower prices in the formation of a third wave over here. And that movement to the upside will also have completed the formation of a head and shoulders pattern. And if I draw it out here on the charts, we can have it over here having this as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have the head, then we had the neckline over here, then we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, and also faced a key area of resistance over here at around the $0.26 mark, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. But I expected in the formation of a wave 2, that target area for our second wave was what was going to give us the right shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern before we continue seeing pull back to the lower side in the formation of a wave 3 and also see a breakout out of that head and shoulders pattern. But from the structures that you have over here, you can clearly see that we are not in the formation of a wave 2 anymore, and we are seeing a massive breakout to the lower side, maybe in what we can term as a wave 3. And maybe now we can adjust my head and shoulders pattern, having the right shoulders high at that key area of resistance at around the $0.026 mark, and soon we might see a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern to the lower side. And this is a pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the head and the neckline, then place it down here. Then that gives me a minimum target area to around the $0.01144 mark. So in case we continue seeing lower prices and we manage to break out of this head and shoulders pattern, that move could take us back to around the $0.011 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. We also need to have in mind that maybe whatever we are seeing over here in this movement down here, this might be forming an overshooting wave B. So in case that is the case, then we might see the low for that ABC corrective movement, that is for the wave B. Then expect a move to the upside in the formation of a wave C to get us into this yellow target area in the formation of a wave 2, before we see a massive pullback to the lower side in the formation of a wave 3. And in case we also manage to push higher and also manage to break above the key area on the Fibonacci, that is the Fib level 0.768 Fib level, that is at around the $0.031 mark. In case we manage to break above that key area of resistance as we continue pushing higher, then we can say we have managed to invalidate this Elliott wave structure to the lower side. That could be giving us new lows and start sketching out a bullish movement here on the Vechain chart. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 28 mark, and that means we are in the oversold region and we don't have much room for us to support any movement to the lower side. So we might see a bit of a bounce to the upside on the charts to give us room, because we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upside. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we printed a bearish cross, and that would mean lower prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.